Oh.
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 Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Now are we really live now?
I think it says live. We're live.
We're
What
live.
is up?
Hello. Hello and welcome to Soundrop Livestream, where we pull back the curtain on music distribution. Is there even a curtain anymore, or have we pulled it back so far that now we're just standing on stage, like, still painting the backdrop and
Waiting for somebody with a hook to just like pull you off stage.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's a good thing we don't have one of those.
Yeah,
We're like 10 seconds into this thing.
I foresee a lot of Benny Hill music.
Benny Hill music is great, and if there was a theme song to my life, it would be the Benny Hill.
Yeah.
The Benny Hill song. Would you know what that song's called?
No.
Yakety Sax.
I think our work here is done.
Yep.
All right. Good live stream.
We'll see you next time.
See you next
All
month.
right, okay. For real though, I found an interesting statistic recently when I was looking for statistics.
Really?
Yep, and here it is. So far in 2019, Soundrop artists through Soundrop distribution have earned over $3.25 million just so far this year.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Thank you guys so much for acting like this is the first time you've heard that. That's so sweet. But that is a really cool statistic, because we're talking millions.
Millions of earnings being paid out.
Millions and million of dollars.
Whoa.
Figure that one out later.
Yeah, that's, I mean,
But yeah, go ahead.
just with continued growth, I mean, you know, we're 4 months in. There's no reason, like, what's the goal for the year? Are we trying to shoot for like 10 million in payouts?
Well,
Do we have a goal?
Well, when
Should
I
we have a
submitted
goal?
my growth targets at the end of 2018, for that part, I didn't know what to put, so I just put as much as possible. So that's the goal for this year, is for our artists to earn as much as possible.
It's a good goal.
And later we'll talk about some things that we're doing that's going to help you guys earn even more money than you're already earning.
Whoa.
Yeah.
One thing I do want to say is that Pony and I sat down and talked about my goals when I first joined the Soundrop team. And one of those
I'm
goals
so sorry.
was
Sounds
to
terrible.
help increase earnings by 10%. And I
Ooh.
do want to say that since August of 2018, we have increased our earnings by more than 10%. And I can tell you exactly the percentage.
I was
Ooh.
way off on
And-
those goals.
I was like, yeah. Like,
No, you're just twice as good as anybody could have expected.
since August of 2018, we have increased our average earnings by 28.9%.
Wow.
So I just want to say that we have, well, our Soundrop artists are killing it. You guys are awesome.
Oh, that's great. So wait, our artists have earned almost 30%, on average, earned almost 30% more per month than they did
8 months
just
ago?
8 months ago?
They have?
That's insane.
That's awesome.
You guys are amazing.
Yeah, good job.
Because they're so prolific and distributing so much quality cover songs, and we're just helping them.
We're just chilling.
We're just
on a
chilling.
live
We're just
stream.
here, just sitting on a couch, just helping people distribute music and stuff. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Are there any other interesting stats that we have? Because I have a note that says other stats. Rebecca,
Question mark?
Question mark,
Help,
yes.
please.
more stats.
I do have more stats. Okay, so in 2019, our average user payments have increased almost every single month. The only month that it didn't increase was in February, but that's okay. It was only like $20,000 difference, which is really good. So 2019, year of the Soundrop artist, calling it right now halfway through the year.
Year of the Soundrop artist. And yeah, I've noticed like all the stuff that we track, all those metrics are just going up incrementally every single month. And we track things like how many people are earning $1,000 or more, or how many people are earning $100 or more. And every one of those numbers is going up. So thank you guys.
Yes.
It is our honor to provide this platform that people can use to distribute their amazing cover songs. And, you know, a big part of that is video game cover songs. Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys knew that. So that made me think, when I thought about that, it made me think we should go to MAGWest this year. Who's in?
We should.
Are you
I
in?
am.
Who's in?
I can't be. And it's, if it were just me,
Is it because you're quitting?
it's because I'm getting married. And I will be in Montreal on my honey. Stop it. Oh, please.
So adorable. That is adorable.
Did you bring that here just to be able to do that?
Wait a minute. I'm not going, so does that mean you're not getting married to me?
Correct. I'm getting married to
That's a disappointing part.
to not you.
All right, well, congratulations on that.
Well, thank you.
And I bet you my wife would offer her congratulations on that as well. Well, that's exciting. You're getting married. What is that, like a honeymoon? Are you like traveling?
Yeah.
Or are you guys just gonna chill? I feel like if I was gonna go on a honeymoon today, the thing I would want to do is just sit in my living room quietly by myself.
Let me
and
ask
my
you a
wife do
question.
Whatever she wants.
What's your perfect staycation? Is it sitting in a room by yourself hanging out while your wife just does whatever?
Yeah, I think maybe like a silent retreat.
So
in a
it's your own
Buddhist
personal
monastery or
honeymoon.
something. No,
Whoa.
yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to fly into New York, we're going to eat really good pizza, and then we're going to drive. We're renting a car, driving to Montreal. Neither of us have ever been. We're really excited about it.
That's so rad. Well, congratulations. When is MAGWest?
MAGWest is the second weekend of September. I think it's, the 12th through the 14th or something?
Yes, it is. And I just want to say my birthday is the 11th, so the day before MAGWest starts. So
Nice.
y'all should come and celebrate my birthday at
That means
MAGWest.
as we're heading down there, you're going to be like super hungover.
Probably not. It's not a.
Remember, she's the responsible pillar of the three pillars.
It's not an especially exciting birthday. 29. Not super exciting.
29.
29 is good. It's a prime.
Is
it's
it a prime birthday?
I want to turn 29. Well, that's going to be exciting. If it's even a fraction as good as MAGFest, because I've never been to MAGWest. Did you guys go last year?
Yes.
It was the best.
Flipping table game.
Yeah,
It
flipping
better
table
be
game,
there.
placing third in a Tetris tournament,
Oh, I'm not going to do any of that.
drinking all of the whiskey that Materia Collective had. Thanks, guys.
Getting
I'll fill in for you on that one.
I know you're gonna do great.
getting not one but 2 bottles of tequila.
Oh yeah, did you know that they deliver liquor in California? And it's kind of amazing.
It's dangerous.
It was very dangerous, but it was awesome. And we met so many cool people.
Yeah.
And yeah, saw a lot of great concerts.
Oh yeah.
Extra Lives dudes.
Oh, extra lives.
Yeah, so if you're going to be at MAGWest, hit us up and we'll meet you there and hang out. Are there jam rooms?
There
Probably, but we
was.
didn't go to any.
We did not go to jam rooms because Pony wasn't there.
Right.
But I'm guessing that Pony and I will be in many jam rooms.
I'll cover that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Rebecca, take a video of this, take a video of this.
Pony, you're not even playing anything. Look, I got a tambourine. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
I'll have to admit I have many videos like that from MAGFest.
That sounds about right.
Take a video of Rusty playing guitar.
Oh, God. I'm glad you haven't shared those. Maybe someday.
Someday.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do it as a part of a social unlock. But we'll get into that a little bit later.
Oh, what does that even mean?
I know.
Whoa,
We'll find out
what?
later. If we do go, though, hopefully if they have jam spaces, they have all the instruments provided like they did last time at MAGFest. That was amazing, so I wouldn't have to take my own bass. But if I did, you guys, I just got a really fancy fretless bass. Yes, since the
Really?
last stream. Really sweet of you guys to act surprised. In a moment.
We've never seen it before.
We
I
have
know,
never
right?
seen it before.
Yeah, I got this. It's a Padula Thunderbolt, which is like the bolt-on neck version of their Thunder bass, and it was really expensive. And I got it on Reverb, and I paid a lot of money because it was advertised as mint. And then when I got it, somebody had swapped out the preamp, and it sounded horrible. So I had to shake down people on Reverb to get money, to get refunds, so I could go to Padula and buy the correct electronics and pickup, and I had to have somebody install it. But did all that, and now it sounds amazing. But what I learned is, because I haven't bought a lot of instruments on Reverb, especially really high-end used stuff, ask every question you can think of to the seller before you hit buy. Yeah, because I should have asked, hey, has anything been replaced on this bass? Is this all stock? You know,
the regular questions you would normally ask.
Yeah, because the description was very minimal and it just said mint. So
sorry, that was kind of shitty.
Well,
keep going.
It was advertised as mint, and it
yeah, exactly. You had a certain expectation.
Yeah, you expect that everything's original, right?
Yeah, of course.
Anyway, if you think me talking about one fretless bass is boring and annoying,
dude, let's talk about a lot of basses.
Let's talk about a lot of basses.
How many basses are we going to cover?
No.
Thank you.
This guy right here is good. Actually, no. I have this little room in my house that has a ton of basses. And in fact, maybe we could actually show what that looks like. What do you say, Ben? All right, hey guys. We are here at my actual house, and we're gonna go down and see my personal little practice space. I don't do any home recording. I just practice on different basses. Of course, I have Rusty and Rebecca. Oh, hi guys.
Oh, hi, Tony.
All right, let's go. Tony, get this. There's a picture of when I went to Comic-Con and got my picture taken with Daniel Bryan, my favorite wrestler.
Good lord. What the hell?
Oh yeah, I have He-Man figures.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I'm not particularly proud of this.
Yes, you are.
I'm kind of...
Look at the shelving.
I'm about 50-50.
How could you not be excited about
I didn't...
this?
Well, my... Dr. K made my shelving. The same guy that made my bass, which you'll see.
All right, so we saw this bass last time.
Yep, this is my probably early 2000s Padula Thunder bass, 5-string, neck through, is almost all maple bass.
Yeah, and you said it was a zebra wood
top.
Yeah.
Oh, the zebra wood top is so
It's glorious.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And then this is just a bolt-on fretless
Not just a bolt-on.
kind of version of that.
So, Pony, this is the Dr. K bass, right? The one that
Yes.
the one that he built for you. It's a Warmoth.
Yep. So all of the parts are from Warmoth, which is a company in Seattle that makes Fender replacement parts. So you can basically, like, if you have a Fender bass and the neck breaks, or you just want a different neck, you can order it from this company up in Seattle. And they just make Fender scale replacement parts that are just really high quality. But they make all the parts, so you can just basically order a bass's worth of parts.
Yeah, it's like a completely custom Fender scale instrument.
To spec, and it's like the same, almost the same quality, arguably better than you would get with like the Fender Custom Shop for a fraction of the price. All right, that thing you just took.
These flat ones?
Yeah. Now play, you gotta play slow. That bass, I love that bass because as a bass player, especially one that listens to a lot of Rush, I always want to play fast, and this bass teaches me to slow down. And just really feel it. Right, this thing is just like
The G&L.
G&L legacy bass. It's just G&L's version of a P bass. This thing's bright as shit.
Yeah, it is.
We're gonna mess around with this thing. The Boss Dynamic Filter, old school pedal, but it makes a cool sound. Sounds, I've barely ever changed the strings on it in 15 years. It's grimy, but you know what? Like, this thing lights up a campfire. So if people are sitting around the campfire and jamming on acoustic guitars, and then you frickin' sit down and you've got a bass, and then all of a sudden you're like... And then everybody's like, oh, Right, or if they're like playing Beatles songs and then you sit down and start playing the bass lines, people get stoked.
One thing that's really interesting that stands out to me about this space, none of my bass player friends have one of these.
Oh.
And they're massive.
Except one, I guess.
Except for you. And my dad has one.
Ah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very, very cool stuff.
It's classic.
So tell me about it. Like, so these, are fairly unique for rock musicians.
Well, I don't really play it in rock bands.
Sure.
But
it does look like, so it has a pickup.
It has a pickup, yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
I'll play it with people that are maybe amplified, but but yeah. So this is just like a, I don't know, maybe a 10 to 15-year-old Chinese. It's called a Shen is the brand. The really, really nice basses are every part of it. The wood is carved, and then the really cheap ones are all made out of plywood. Right. Just shaped plywood. So this one's it's called a hybrid. So that means like the top part, like this piece of wood here, this whole thing is carved wood, and the back and the sides are all plywood. Okay. So normally I actually I'll practice, with the bow in my little space here. You guys are getting special, secret insight. Oh my gosh, we are pulling back the curtain. Then I just take my little music stand, and I'm just like, I'm not warmed up. Also, it's out of tune. All right, well, this has been a glimpse into Pony's practice space. What'd you think, Rusty? Kind of weird?
It was
kind of low.
About what I expected. And from Vacman, back to you, Pony.
What'd you guys think?
Back.
Was that good? Was that good? I think that was pretty good. That's kind of cool. Just a little glimpse into my pretty pathetic personal life.
Your inner sanctum.
That's
my inner sanctum, but I do have some cool basses. Yeah. I think so. Anyway.
You have great basses. You also have a great dog, and I've been complaining about this since we filmed it, but we missed Tila. That's the name of the dog. I don't know if that was in the video or not. She played the Demogorgon while Rusty was playing the Stranger Things theme song, and it was excellent, and it was not in that video, and it was very sad.
Yeah.
Tila got edited out. Hey Tony, maybe you can make a video
of deleted scenes,
of just deleted scenes, just footage of Tila, just edited quick together, and we can show it on the next one.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, my horrible little rodent of a dog called Tila.
Disagree. Yeah, Tila and I are buds. We hung out the whole time.
Oh, would you like to take Tila? Would you like to adopt Tila?
I would love to adopt Tila.
But no but?
I mean, there's someone in the chat that might have something to say about that.
She's
really
adorable.
She's very cute.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that was pretty interesting, I guess, if you like seeing our personal lives, but it's probably time to bring it back to something that actually benefits you as a Soundrop artist. And one of the things that I don't think a lot of people realize is that there's this thing called show.co, which every single Soundrop artist, just for logging into your account, you get an upgraded version of this tool for free.
So every Soundrop user can use this?
Yes, every Soundrop user can use this. And there's a little link in your dashboard that says free marketing tools. And basically, that takes you into a marketing kind of landing page promotion
Should we
platform.
take a look? Should we dive in?
Let's dive in. It does all kinds of stuff. We're going to step through a few of those different options so you can see how they work. We're going to set up a couple of these little promotional campaigns. And then give you the opportunity to unlock a free, secret, little blessed image.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So when you log into your Soundrop account, under Resources, there are a bunch of different things at your disposal. What we're covering is free marketing tools. So if you click that, and you haven't already registered, it will give you some basic information about what you can actually do with this platform. It's very powerful, and it's as simple as creating an account. Every Soundrop user gets how many campaigns at a time?
you can keep 2 running at a time, but you can set up
save as
basically
many as you want. Yeah.
unlimited,
And so you can kind of just cycle through them as needed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
So,
sweet.
Okay, so right now people are kind of probably wondering, if they've never messed around with this tool before, they're probably wondering, like, what the hell are you even doing? So let's give them an example here. Like, say you want to promote a video,
Right.
right? Like just a YouTube video.
Oh,
You wanna promote one of your videos.
Like one of these.
Drive views. Something like this, right? Here's your video.
So this, when you've created a campaign, this is what it actually looks like. So this is a video that somebody made for a song for my band, and I want to share it with people. I think it's really cool. You can set up these different campaigns. They're single-page landing pages. So for this one, it's playing a YouTube video, and as the YouTube video plays, you'll notice that it goes back and forth, for links to follow my band on Spotify or on Facebook. There are also links up top to buy, the album in question or to share it with your friends. It's pretty cool. And it's super easy to set up.
Yeah, so let's flip back into edit mode so we can show these guys how to set that up
Absolutely.
in your show.co account, which you get for free just for being a Soundrop artist.
Yeah, so basically all you would do when you're setting one of these up, there is a space where you would just, hold on, you'd hit new and then just create a campaign. For this one, it's YouTube, and I'll show you what it looks like as we go through it. And you can kind of see how, the things that you put down, how they translate to the actual page itself.
Yeah, so on the right side of the screen here, we see the campaign or the landing page that Rusty created, and on the left side, we can see the edit mode, like the options that he filled in to create that page.
Right. So
like 5 steps or something.
yeah, it's super intuitive. The only thing that's a little weird is the first page is always, what are you sharing, and what are you giving people for being there? So what's the prize? What's the incentive, right? So for this, because it's literally just a YouTube video, you give the link and then you give a personalized message.
Yep, so the URL is the URL of the video. The headline is what it shows at the kind of like
on the
top
tab
of the page.
Yep.
Oh yeah, in the tab.
Yep. And then and then the message is whatever call to action you want your fans to do.
In this case, checking out a cool video.
That's right. And so then you have a background, which you can blur if you feel so inclined. That's a little too blurred. Yeah, it's good fog. And then,
Nice.
yeah, and then you can decide, whether you want light text on a dark background or dark text on a light background. Pretty straightforward. And then conversion cards. So you notice that, it flips back and forth here between Facebook and Spotify. There are all these other options that we can do too, like subscribing on YouTube or following on Twitter. If you have concert dates, if you want to get emails to create an email list, you can do that as well.
Yep, and so they're called conversion cards because what you're trying to do is convert visitors into followers.
Right. Yeah, that's
I just
the
thought of that
idea.
right now.
Yeah, and then just like the last step, the last page on this is the action buttons. So up in the top right corner, there's buy and share. You'll notice that I have added, so share is automatically there because it doesn't require anything extra. Buy, I have a link to our Bandcamp page. I could also add iTunes or Amazon. We're not EDM, so Beatport's a no-go. But
You can only have one buy link.
no, you can
you
can add as many as you want, and basically you would click buy, and then it would either, because I only have one link, it goes straight to Bandcamp, but it would be like a drop down, and you'd select which store you want to go to.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the basic idea. And then one other thing that's really cool about this too is like if you want to like set regions, you can geo-block this. So if I want to run a campaign that's really heavy in, I don't know, the East Coast, I could. Or I could go to Europe and start promoting this really heavily in, say, France.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then gating. Now here's an important part of this thing, right?
Tell me all about this gate.
All right, so basically what gating does is that it holds back the content that you want to share until the user completes a specific action, which is either they
in this case, yeah,
they either give you their email address so you can add them to a mailing list that you're building up, or get them to follow you on Spotify.
right.
So why don't we look at what the Spotify follow
Okay,
looks like.
so users must follow a Spotify artist, user, or playlist to view the campaign. For best results, your target audience should have high Spotify adoption. Okay, so the call to action is follow us on Spotify to check out this ultra cool video. I love talking while typing.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys knew that about me. It's one of my favorite
you
activities.
are good at that. You always do that.
Yeah, I feel like I should work at an airport in my spare time, of course.
Wait, what?
What's spare time?
I don't have any.
And also, why do you...
Because whenever you go to like check your bags or whatever, there's always somebody who's just typing incessantly, and they're.
Oh, I don't check bags.
That's
What?
interesting, man.
What's funny about that?
All right, so here's my Spotify URI. Flip everything. So here's my Spotify URI and my call to action, and then we can preview it now, and we'll see. So now there's a gate here. It won't actually let me see the video until I click follow, and then it
You
will
gotta
ask me to
connect
go
your-
through all the steps.
So that's the YouTube video player.
Right.
And basically the goal is to get people to watch your video and potentially follow you on any of your social or creator profiles.
Yeah.
So that's one. Go back to the new campaign thing.
Yeah.
So you can do something similar with SoundCloud link, or there's email for download. Maybe.
Yeah, you want to see what email for download looks like really quick?
Let's look at an email for download one.
Okay, so email for download would be something like this. This is the finished product again. So enter your email address. Let's see, we'll do ponyguy420.edu
Yeah, bruh.
at mailinator.com.
Wait a minute. Ponyguy420.edu.
At. All right. And so basically, assuming, of course, this
is ridiculous.
email address actually exists, will be sent a link to something. In this case, it would be a song from my band. So like the call to action is, I want your email address, and if you give me your email address, I'm going to give you something. And in this case, it's a song.
So because they're giving you their email address, you can pretty much offer almost anything because you have their email address, and you can just say, hey, if I want to give you the thing, I'll email you. So you could do contests,
Yes.
build up, and the goal here is to build up your email list, right? So what else? You could do contests where it's like you get a bunch of email addresses, and then you pick one, and that person gets an unreleased song. What else? A free, or a music lesson, a free music lesson, one-on-one music lesson.
Or maybe a ticket to your show when you're coming through on tour.
Yeah, I've seen some really successful campaigns with drawings for a video call.
Ooh.
So if you
That's
give
cool.
the email address, you're in a contest to have a video call with the artist, which people think is really cool, especially for people who are on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even just like, hey, I'll let you appear in my next video.
Yeah.
If you win this contest, sign up on this thing.
Right.
Now, getting people's email addresses is pretty cool because then you can kind of like stay in contact with them and keep sending them updates about what you're doing. But maybe the most valuable feature that you get in show.co with your Soundrop account is the social unlock with the Spotify pre-save. So we don't have a Spotify pre-save, do we? Do you have one of those set up?
Yeah, I do have a Spotify pre-save set up, or at least I did.
You would have to have a song that is in
Available.
the Spotify. Yeah. So basically, the way it would work is that you would distribute a song to Spotify through us with a lot of lead time, so that we deliver it, but it doesn't go live, and there's some like buffer time in there. And then the identifier for that song on Spotify gets plugged into show.co, and then people can, in order to unlock whatever it is that you want to, or enter whatever it is you want to give them, they have to save that song before it goes live. So that way, when it goes live, it is instantly on a bunch of in a bunch of people's libraries, and that helps the algorithm.
Yeah.
Theoretically, right? So that you're...
Yeah, it's like a streaming version of a pre-order.
Yeah, and that is a very in-demand thing. So the thing to do is get into a rhythm where you're creating your song, getting it uploaded, then setting up a little campaign in show.co to promote it, and then it goes live, and then you're on to the next one. And because you can keep 2 of these things running, you can kind of overlap them.
Right.
So why don't we go through, why don't you just set up a new social unlock campaign so we can roll through the different types of social unlocks. So basically it's in return for the social follow, they are unlocking something. So you can get people to follow you, pre-save a song, stream up to 30 seconds of a song, that drives plays.
You can add music to your own personal catalog, or you can add music to your own personal playlists. And then there's following on YouTube, Twitter, or SoundCloud.
Yeah,
so lots of functionality.
Yeah,
here.
let's actually set one of these bad boys up right
Which
here.
one
in
would you
front
like
of
to do?
everybody. How about a everybody's already following. How about follow our Spotify profile?
Yeah. So as you may or may not know, Soundrop actually has its own Spotify account now.
We do.
And we are curating playlists. And by we, I mean Rebecca is curating playlists.
Yes.
And it's really cool. So let's say that we want this campaign to be you guys following us on Spotify. So all I need to do is grab the URI for the account. I can throw that in. Let's see. Ooh, you have to be an artist, or it has to be a playlist. So let's follow the VGM playlist instead.
Let's do that.
Oh yeah, because we're not an artist, which makes sense.
Yeah.
That way, people aren't just using it to promote their random ass playlists.
Right. All right.
Well, I mean,
or their user.
Your user page.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So for this follow, we want people to follow the energetic video game music, and then we have a message that we'll want to give people after they perform the task. So for this,
how about you unlocked a blessed image?
How about, so we'll redirect to a URL.
Yeah, there you go.
And then you have unlocked.
Yep, so basically somebody goes in, they follow your playlist or you as an artist, and when they do that, it redirects them to a magical URL. So, which could be anything, a secret video, some other kind of something where they can enter your contest or whatever.
Right.
In our case, we've got like a secret little landing page on the internet somewhere that we don't tell anybody about, and we're going to give the user access to this, or a link to the secret page if they follow us on Spotify. So
right. So the page has been added. We have the link to the playlist. Now what we need to do is we need to start the landing page itself. So this is the call to action and then the headline, just like those other examples.
This is the first thing they see, right?
So yeah. So let's see. What should our headline be?
Follow our VGM playlist.
I like it. It's to the point.
To unlock a secret blessed image.
Okay.
All right, so then...
Now we need some artwork.
What do you got?
What do I have?
Got anything on tap?
Let's just do my buddy. Where's my buddy Charlie? Oh yeah, no, I needed that goth band. Yeah, I don't have it on hand.
Hold on.
Wait, Rebecca's gonna send Rusty the goth band image.
The goth band image is very important.
Although it's not, is it gothy or to me it's more
post-punk.
kind of like post-punk.
Post-punk. It's pretty post-punk, or it's
Here we
shoegaze.
go with Rusty and the genre.
Always.
Subgenres again. I
These
was thinking
subgenres are deep, dude.
it was more like new wave. Oh, here we go.
Oh wait.
Rusty's got it.
Rusty's got it.
Oh, I already saved it there. Perfect.
We'll use that.
Yeah. Sorry, Charlie.
And this will make sense in a moment when you see what the page looks like. Zero blur. Just zero blur.
That's good.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
then we'll do light text, dark background. We don't have any restrictions.
No, we don't care about any of this stuff.
Let's take a look.
So here's what it's going to look like on the internet. So we just built this while we were sitting here.
Beautiful.
Follow our VGM playlist. And Rusty, is there... why don't you go ahead and can you publish this thing?
Hey.
Publish.
All right, and then let's just put that in the chat. And then people can do this from themselves and see if it works. Here, I'm going to try it.
I'll try it as well.
Yeah. You should definitely try it.
I have unlocked a blessed image.
Oh, where is it?
It's right there, but I'm not going to click it
It
because...
works. Yeah, don't click it, Russ.
Oh, too late. Too late.
You clicked it.
Yeah, it automatically redirected, you see.
Oh, well. So that's how it works. Basically, what you're trying to do is engage with your fans, get them to, follow you on all the little profiles everywhere so that you've got them, and then you're giving them something in return, and you keep this going, and then you can just kind of always have a new little fun promotion going or something new that your fans can unlock, and that's just another way to really, create a relationship and get people excited about the stuff that you're doing because you're always putting out music. There is one more new thing that Show.co just added recently, and it's called Ad Builder. So what Ad Builder does, it's got kind of two main functions. One of them is allows you to actually advertise on websites. So you see those little banner ads when you're surfing around the internet, you see them pop, if you're not blocking them, you see them like pop up at the top, and it's like, oh, here's this bass that you looked at on reverb.com. Here, go back to reverb.com. Or it's like, advertising some new album by Beyonce or whatever. Well, that advertising space is up for auction, and it's available to people who are willing to pay for it. So Show.co actually allows you to purchase that ad space with your own advertisements. And there are two types that you can use. There's a banner ad, which is just a visual graphic that'll appear on websites all over the place. And then there's actually audio ads that you can populate on either Spotify or iHeartRadio. So we're going to walk you through how to set one of those up and what the configurations are. Again, it's super, super simple.
Right.
And doesn't require that big of a budget. So this is something that you would want to do for, I don't know, like your playlist, yourself as an artist. You want people to follow you on Spotify, or go to your, maybe your Bandcamp page, or, well, no, I guess that would be a competitor. Maybe you have a merch store, or your YouTube channel, or who knows.
Yeah.
I feel like there is some rule about advertising on Spotify with a competitor of Spotify.
Right. You want to promote yourself, and you want to promote Spotify. You don't necessarily want to promote other places.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that makes sense.
Yeah, especially for the Spotify ads. So let's break this down, do it piece by piece.
Yeah. Which campaign do you want to dive into?
Let's start with the banner ads. That's
Cool.
the slightly simpler one.
All right. So you would go to Ad Builder. It's pretty straightforward. And then you create a new ad. So banner ad campaign. Let's give it a name. I'm going to call it my name.
Whoa.
I know. Look out.
Blowing minds over here.
Actually, no. I'm going to call this Euro Tour. And...
Oh, yeah.
and then I'll give it a tag.
That Soundrop Cola there is making me nervous.
Oh, it's empty.
Oh.
All right, so campaign start date. So it's
Need a new
the
Soundrop
earliest.
Cola?
I would love a new Soundrop Cola.
While you do that.
Thanks. So the earliest we can start this is tomorrow. So we'll start it tomorrow, and then we will end it a month from now. And then, so like the following campaigns and those sorts of things, those are free, right? It's pretty easy. You share it, people engage with it, and that's a done deal. When you're going into the ad space, it requires a budget. So this is not free. What you can see here is that we have these different kinds of campaigns that you can do. So there's one for like the biggest reach that you could get, but that's lower traffic sites. So maybe more people will see, or you'll get sent to more pages overall, but maybe it's less people.
Yep, that one is just paying for eyeballs regardless of where they're found.
Right. And then you have targeted, which...
Did you already go through the...
No, I haven't yet, because okay. I'm talking about budget. So budget is really important. You'll notice that if I want to get on premium sites, it's going to cost at least $50. So I'm going to put in a budget of $100. Now I can get to all 3 of these.
So the options are discovery, maximum amount of eyeballs, regardless of which site.
Right.
There's targeted, which is slightly better sites.
Yeah.
So I think it gives some
more mid-tier, yeah, like LA Weekly, Drowned in Sound. I play metal, so it would probably go to places like Invisible Oranges or NoCleanSinging.com, my personal favorite. And
NoCleanSinging.com.
That's right.
I gotta look that one.
It's you'll never guess what's on it. and then we have premium sites like Pitchfork or Billboard or Enemy. So I'm gonna go targeted on this, and then I can also set geo targets. So basically, this will let me dictate where exactly these ads are going to be served up, and
right, and you can get down to the city and specify
right.
I only want my ads to run in that city. Right?
Yeah. So like our first European tour date is in Nantes. Probably not saying that correctly. So yeah, let's go there, and then let's do Paris, and and then maybe we'll do Vienna. So, I can set specific cities, or if I wanted to go, oh, that's cute. Yeah, there we go.
So,
or I could just do an entire country.
Okay,
as well.
So let's pause for a moment here, Rusty, and just show them. All right, so you see your map, the little map up here has highlighted the areas that you're targeting. Below that map, it shows the estimated impressions per day that the ad will get you with these configurations. So from this start date through that end date at
with
that
this
budget, with that genre and that targeting, you'll get about 461 people per day seeing your banner ad.
Exactly.
And then, then it's like the level of site that you're advertising on. So then you set all that up. Here's where, when, and how much I want to spend. Then we get into the content part, and this is the part where you have to upload your actual banner ad. Now,
and also you need to decide what you want people to actually do with the thing. So these are all inspected, they're all audited to make sure that they adhere to ad placement formatting guidelines. Just like we have a content approval team with Soundrop for ads, we want to make sure that they get approved with Spotify, so we put eyes on them first. A call to action is really important for this. I'm going to want people to go to our Facebook page, and that will have all of our tour dates, so it makes sense. And then I can start to upload some banners.
Yeah, so basically your banner, you'll see that these banners say, click here for tour dates. And then that is sending the viewer or the visitor to that Facebook page off the platform where they see the ad.
Right.
So that's what, when we talk about a call to action or a CTA, it's calling that visitor to act. In this case, click. Not, he's not trying to get them to buy something, he's just trying to get them to go to the Facebook page. So they're on some website, whatever it is, maybe Pitchfork, and they see this ad and they click on it and then they go to that to his Facebook page.
Right. Yeah, it would be something like this.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's essentially what you would expect to see. Now, you aren't alerted in real time of the sites, like, you don't get an email and it's like, your thing's on MTV.com right now, like, go check it out.
No, it's not distribution. Like,
no, it's not. It's nothing like that. But you are given stats over time, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So every day, yeah. So basically, before we get to that, you upload the banner images, and there's actually the specs are right there in the platform, so you know exactly like what the dimensions should be. And I think there's even there
5 different kinds.
Yeah, so there are templates, so you can just download the template, create it, and then upload it back to here.
Yeah, super simple.
And then what that allows you to do is just for a couple $100, you can splatter ads for your project all over the place. It's just creating visibility, and potentially if you're like on a tour or have some other reason to target a certain area and just build awareness in that area, it gives you the tools to do that.
Yeah.
So once your ads are out there, getting seen, getting impressions, there's a page that's called Ad Performance, and that basically shows how your ad is performing. So that updates, I don't know, maybe once a day or every couple days, and it basically shows how it's spending through the budget, which sites it's appearing on, and what those impressions are. So it's not happening like bink, bink, bink in real time, but it's at least showing, yeah, like MTV.com, AustinChronicle.com, and so forth.
Right.
And then up there, it shows how it's spending through the budget. So in this case, it says that it spent $35.01, which is over the budget. It wouldn't do that. Typically what it does is spends up as far as it can up to the budget, and then there's a little bit left over, which just gets credited back to your account. You use it on the next one.
Right.
So this is just basically a way where you can keep ads going all the time at a very low cost. So that's the banner ads. It's visual only, and it appears on websites. There's another kind of ad that we can that you can get through Show.co Ad Builder, which is called an audio ad, and so that is like, you know, you're using some ad-supported version of, like, say, Spotify or something. You know, you're listening to music, and all of a sudden that ad appears, maybe in between songs, and you hear, hey, Rusty's Pet Supplies has the best, most natural dog food with only the finest hand-distilled CBD oils for your funky puppy.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
Okay, that was weird. But
That it should have been Pony's Funky Puppy Pet Supplies.
Pony's Funky Puppy Pet Supplies. I don't think I would have trusted myself to be able to say Pony's Funky Puppy Pet Supplies.
Sure.
So there's an audio ad that you can build and put on Spotify or iHeartRadio. And I think actually your budget goes a little farther on iHeartRadio, and they have more genres, but usually Spotify tends to be a little bit more desirable for people because that's the app that they feel like they use the most.
Totally. And I do have some experience setting up Spotify ad campaigns. While Rusty's kind of entering his titles and his tags, I can give some recommendations on what really works on Spotify. And the best ads that we have run, it's so simple. It's just, this is who I am. This is what I do. This is my call to action. So you don't want anything too complicated. You don't want anything too wordy. Just stick to maybe playing a sample of your music, saying, hey, I'm so-and-so. I do metal covers of video game soundtracks. Follow me on Spotify here. Or I'm going on tour here, local to you.
Yes. It's got to have the words over the music. It can't just be a snippet from your song.
Right.
It's got to have the words over it. And if there's any doubt as to what is acceptable to say or not say, or what's best practices, there are actually scripts that you can download right from there, which kind of tell you, or it's in the content section, which we'll get to. But there are scripts that tell you, like, you know, what a standard ad says, and then you can kind of tweak that within reason to what you'd like to say to make it more personal.
Right. One thing to note is that this is significantly more expensive than...
How much are we talking, Rust?
Well, okay, so it...
Russell Vincente Powers the 7th.
All right, let's see. So if I wanted this to run for, let's say, 2 weeks. So it says your budget is a minimum of 50. Now, it doesn't meet the minimum requirements for the duration selected.
Yes.
So see, 3 days, 75 is 5 days, 125 is a maximum of 7 days. So if I'm running this for 2 weeks, I would want at least 250. And you can see that the number of impressions is directly related to how much I spend here.
Now, can you, on this, advertise, check out my monster mega collaboration song and have it advertising just a particular song? Check out my song.
Sure. I mean, it's a link to something, and so you can decide what that link's going to be.
Right. One thing to keep in mind is this is for, if you're going on Spotify, this is for Spotify free users who can't play a specific track. So they can play your artist radio, they can follow your page. So if you want people to listen to a particular track, keep in mind, Spotify free, they actually can't select what track to listen to if it's a single. If it's an album, it'll put it on shuffle.
Okay, but if it's a single, right?
Right.
It goes right to that single. So
No,
Right, you
so
can't be
it'll
a
go to
single.
the single, but what they play isn't going to be the single. So you'll want to keep that in mind. Follow is always good because it's for Spotify.
okay.
Yeah, and so
yeah.
so that's the destination URL I just put in is for our artist page, and then what I need to do is I need to upload the actual audio ad itself and then the ad image. So I'll go ahead and I'll do that now.
Right, and as Rusty's doing that, the reason why follow is so good, especially if you're running these ads before your actual release for a single or an album, is that if you're pitching your music through Spotify for Artists and you do it 5 days in advance of your release date, it's going to end up on any of your followers' release radar. So the more followers you can get pre-release, the better it is.
Yeah.
So this is actually a really great tool, even if you're not going on tour, even if you just have like a single release that's going to come out in a couple weeks.
Yeah. So it's follow me, follow
Right.
me, follow me,
Yeah.
follow me like I'm the Pied Piper.
Yeah, and so for this, their recommendation is, you'll see this actually in the confirmation down here. I confirm that my audio ad has a voiceover and a call to action. I understand that my ad will be rejected if these requirements are not met. So we can just listen to a little bit of this. I don't want to.
Oh yeah, will the audio come through?
Good.
Hey, you're listening to Soul, a post-metal band from Portland, Oregon, for fans of Cult of Luna, Fall of Ephrafa, Rosetta, Neurosis. If you like what you hear, click the banner ad and follow us on Spotify for more music.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's a pretty straightforward thing. It's like, hey, this is this band. We sound like this. Follow us on Spotify if you like what you hear. Pretty simple.
That is such.
Ooh,
Good info.
I like it.
All right.
Cool. So that's show.co. That's old features and new features. Pretty awesome.
Unfortunately, we don't have time to get to questions today. We're gonna skip that part.
But we're gonna post all about it
Yes.
on Twitter,
Yeah.
Yep. We
Yeah.
we heard your questions.
and we have answers.
We have answers. We are all ready for it. Ran into some technical issues, so we're running out of time, but we'll definitely answer them online.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Especially for me, who's your favorite video game composer? Hot takes coming your way.
Yes.
But we'll save that. We'll save that for a little
Rusty's
later.
got opinions.
So we have a Show.co campaign for you, don't we?
Yes,
A
we do.
contest?
All right. Let's put. Okay, so that one with the blessed image.
Yep.
We got everybody's email addresses, right? Like when they sign up for that.
I think we need to set that real quick, but
Did we
It was like the Spotify follow, right? If you follow us,
follow our playlist?
follow our
Yep.
playlist, and you get it unlocks the secret link.
Mhm.
So
How?
that means that we have people's.
No, we didn't get anybody's. What we should do is we should post it on Twitter and give it a certain window, and then
All right.
cool.
And then-
So what we're gonna
we'll
do-
do that, but we're going to reveal
We have
what the actual
new-
contest is.
New.
what's in this
Crap.
box. Hold on, you gotta show the art. You gotta show the
Oh,
art.
sorry,
Art
sorry.
is very important.
I spent a lot of
This-
time on that, you guys.
This segment is called
What is this?
"What is this?"
Yeah, we've been making Faith No More jokes all day.
It is. What
All
is
right.
this?
So
It's not even the actual lyric.
these two, it's fine. So these two know what this is, and I have no idea what it is. So this is one of 2 times where I'm going to get really shocked today.
It is crap-tacular.
Oh boy.
Sure is.
Okay, let's see. Oh, what the?
What the what?
Huh.
Let's just see. What's Rusty's guess as to what this is?
I mean, is this a big fan of yours?
It is. Big fan.
It's no, it's
Personally, my
microscopic.
biggest
It's a little
fan.
fan.
So they're Soundrop branded fans.
Yep, they're Soundrop branded USB fans.
USB. Ooh,
So you just plug them in, and it's a fan.
that's pretty
Ta-da.
pretty incredible.
Let's see if it works.
Yeah.
All right, you just snap that little bad boy in there, and then you just put it in Rusty's USB slot right here.
And now
Let's
you're
see
gonna.
what-
Ooh.
It's working. It works.
Oh, it's very nice.
It definitely folds and contours to exactly where you want it to go, which is not near you at all.
That's what everybody wanted to see. Let's be real here.
Finally.
Okay.
So
That was great.
we're gonna
job,
post
me.
a link to a secretshow.co campaign on our Twitter or something, and if you give us your information, we'll send you one of these.
Love it.
Woo. Cool.
Oh, they feel nice. Feel that thing?
Also, great catch.
Yeah, that was.
Wait, do we have any more of those?
Oh, we have a
We
lot.
have maybe 150. I don't know.
150 we bought
Yeah.
of these little rubber fans that stick in your USB.
I said, Pony. Our
This one's
minimum.
broken.
No.
Is it?
No.
just
It
needs
goes
to
in
be
your
assembled.
iPhone too.
What?
Yeah. I
I don't
said.
have an iPhone.
I
Oh, get this man an iPhone stat.
I said, Pony, the minimum order on these is 150, and you're like, Rebecca, buy them. And so I bought them.
There's a meme here that where Rebecca goes, "It goes in your iPhone," and then the next picture is Pony going.
Give me that.
Oh no. Okay.
That
Does
Rusty.
it? Does it
you know
work?
what?
Does
That-
it work?
Um,
Rusty's phone is too old.
stop it. Maybe
It doesn't work.
Maybe it needs to go this way.
Maybe it's broken.
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
So you
this
can
is
be
great.
videotaping a show you're at, and you have a fan on you at the same time. And if you have a spray bottle, you're spraying water at the fan.
Into your phone.
Hold the phone.
Oh, Rusty with the dad jokes.
Oh boy.
You know what, Rusty? That joke was unacceptable. Hey, Rusty, that's for you. I got
Thank you.
Speaking of unacceptable, I think we are moving on to our a cappella group of the month.
All right, so
right.
as you know, we specialize in cover songs and cover song artists, and one of our most favorite group of creators that uses us for our cover song licensing is college a cappella groups. Now, these college a cappella groups typically have hilarious names that are usually really bad puns, and I suspect it's because anybody who's starting a college a cappella group knows that in a few years they won't have to deal with the name anymore, and they'll just have to hand it down to the underclassmen beneath them or whatever. So they intentionally
Make it ridiculous.
make a ridiculous name, which I think is awesome. That's the Pony way. So
Yeah.
every month we pick one of these and we show it to Rusty to get his reaction. So this
I'm just gonna hang on to this.
this month's Punny a cappella group name of the month is Rebecca.
roll, please.
Show the camera.
Can you see it?
Are we ready?
Okay.
Is that coming through? Wait. Hold on. We gotta get it.
We gotta do it this way.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody
yeah.
sees
Okay.
it?
Everyone
All right.
sees it.
Rusty.
Now show it to Rusty.
It's the corollaries of MIT.
And I have a lemma function on
Look
there.
at it. You
Look at it.
like math?
Yeah.
Or is that meth?
No,
no.
it was the
Okay.
the former, not the latter.
Okay. Well, anyway, the MIT the corollaries of MIT, we love you.
Yes, we do.
I'm gonna have to
Thanks for
study that
using
formula
Soundrop.
later.
I definitely knew what I was talking about as a humanities major, writing that formula,
Yeah.
who only took one in math
Rebecca's,
class.
I like Rebecca's like formula had like eighth notes in it and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It works.
You guys, speaking of unacceptable things, there's one more thing that's really unacceptable.
Oh no,
What's
is it
the
a
most
surprise?
unacceptable? Oh no, what have you done?
Oh no.
Why is this
Tony,
a thing?
hold that up.
Oh no, is it the peas?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Is it?
It is broccoli casserole soda.
Is it warm?
Nope.
Is it flat?
I chilled it.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
All right, we're gonna drink broccoli casserole soda.
Okay.
Well, somebody is.
So
This live stream is gonna descend into further
This
and
has
further
completely
depths
gone
of
off the rails.
discomfort.
I got it. I got it. Okay. So I hear that you.
Take a huge chug, Rebecca.
Oh no. I hear you have to like really like smell it to get like the proper taste.
Oh
so.
really?
Right, we need snifters for this.
Snifter of broccoli casserole soda.
Well, it is Monday.
Why does that smell like maple syrup?
Oof, this is gonna be gross.
Oh.
Huh.
Did you guys ever try like the
Some
lemon
asshole.
cayenne maple syrup thing they had for a while? It smells like that.
Yes, sometimes
But
you just need a
broccoli.
cleanse.
It's actually not bad.
Really?
It
Broccoli?
doesn't taste like broccoli at all. It tastes like marshmallows
What?
and maple syrup.
So maybe
I
it's
thought it
gone
was gonna
so
taste-
bad.
That it went
Come on,
good.
Rusty. You guys think I can chug that entire bottle of broccoli casserole soda?
You definitely could.
Look, man, if you will it, dude, it is no dream.
It'll seem like a dream tomorrow. Whoa, take a bigger swig, dog.
No, I'm good.
Is it nasty?
Oh, it tastes like Mrs. Butterworth,
Yeah.
like artificial maple syrup. It doesn't make any sense.
What kind? What kind of
think-
broccoli casserole has maple syrup in it?
I think
Not the
they
kind that you
bottled
would
it. I think maybe you got a different flavor
Wait a
than
minute.
they were intended.
This doesn't
I call shenanigans.
smell, but it's got glucono-deltolactone.
That's a
What?
preservative.
Please.
It's an acidulant.
An acidulant, which is a preservative.
Huh. So normally we have a segment that's called What's on Rusty's Mind, and at this moment I have nothing on my mind. My mind has been cleansed of all thought because of this abomination of a soda.
Oh. Okay, so it doesn't taste anything like broccoli.
Tastes like
It tastes like
suffering.
weird. Yeah, it tastes like suffering and maple syrup, which is it's like a Canadian winter.
Hashtag suffering and maple syrup for posterity.
Okay.
Did you get the broccoli at the bottom?
Yeah. Now finish your dinner.
That is disgusting. That is maybe worse than the ranch.
No. No.
Because that just tasted like weirdness. That just tasted like maple syrup. Where?
Nothing makes sense anymore.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, I'm disgusted and wet and humiliated.
Perfect.
Oh,
So
no.
it's
And on
been a
that note,
successful live stream. Rusty, there's nothing on your mind?
I mean, we could talk about Avengers. We could talk about the newest episode of Game of Thrones.
See?
Oh my god.
They're so. This is such a
Wait.
great month for
Okay.
for stuff.
Wait, first let me ask a question about Endgame.
Sure.
Is Cyclops in it?
No.
All right, never mind.
So, fun fact: the Marvel Cinematic Universe actually isn't all of the Marvel characters, and in fact,
Is Man-Thing in it?
no. So Sony Pictures owns the right to the Spider-Man franchise, or at least they did.
Okay.
And then they also own the rights to X-Men, but not
Okay.
all X-Men characters. Like the vast majority of them. That's why Deadpool came out, and Deadpool has what's his name? Starts with a C. He's got metal
Cable?
arms.
Cable?
No, well, Cable's in the second Deadpool movie.
Sorry, I think I'm gonna puke.
Colossus.
I just
Yeah.
want
Oh.
to say that we've got this fan plugged in over here, and I can feel it. It's probably about
You
10
cannot
feet. I
feel
can
it.
feel it. I can. It's very nice. Anyway, sorry to interrupt. What's
But
on
yeah,
Rusty's
anyway,
mind?
so like these different production companies own the rights to different Marvel characters,
Okay.
and so Deadpool makes fun of that, like, oh, I wish we could see like some real X-Men in this movie, and I know we can't. Things like that. Yeah.
So no Gambit.
No, no Gambit, none of those X-Men, like the popular X-Men characters. You'll see them in like the Dark Phoenix movie, which is probably going to be awful. I'm calling it right now. That movie's going to suck.
Oh, hot takes.
Yeah. I mean, how do you go up against Endgame? Endgame made $1.25 billion in 5 days. It's disgusting. Also, it was a very enjoyable movie.
And that's what's on Rusty's mind!
Yeah.
To quote my nephew, my favorite thing about Endgame was when Aquaman was in it. So.
Huh. Yeah, I really liked when Ghost Rider showed up.
Yeah, it was great.
And then yelled at people.
This stream is it over yet? Oh, no, wait.
No, you have.
What do we have left?
All right. There's one thing left to do, which is a personal pet project of Pony's here. The princely purple pony. A lot of you guys know that I am a little bit of a wrestling nerd, and if there's one thing wrestling nerds like to do more than anything else, it's talk about wrestling on the internet. So,
Also, can we just talk about how aligned my chakras are right now?
Yeah.
Whoa! Peking. All right, we got to finish this up so we can head up to Rocky Butte.
Hell
But
yeah.
First, I'm going to talk about wrestling, but because it's so uncomfortable for everybody when I talk about wrestling, 2 parameters. Number 1, I have to be uncomfortable. Number 2, I only get a minute. So the minute part is easy. Somebody can time me if I don't throw up in my lap from that mat.
Ben, you got a timer ready to go? Okay, cool.
I don't even know what I'm going to talk about barely here.
It's perfect, and to make you uncomfortable,
Yeah,
even
how
more
would-
so than you chugging that ugly and vile soft drink, Rebecca and I have instruments, and we're going to improvise a song, and you're going to sing your wrestling minute
I'm going to sing my wrestling
You're gonna
minute
in
sing your
falsetto.
in falsetto.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Ready?
Wait, who's timing me?
It's
Ben.
gonna talk-
Is
I'm
it going
so
to be on
excited
the
for
thing?
this.
Yes.
All right.
Go.
WrestleMania was a few weeks ago, and everybody made a big deal that they had the women's match last, but they botched the finish, and it was really anticlimactic, and everybody wondered, was it planned? Well, I think not, because I think that Ronda Rousey botched that finish. When the ref counted 1, her shoulders were up, and it was her fault. Then when he counted 2 and 3, she was thinking it was 1 and 2. And then she didn't kick out because she thought it was only 2. So the ref counted to 3, which ended the match and bummed everybody out. But it was Ronda Rousey's fault, even though they acted like it was just an awkward finish, which it was. That's why you don't get UFC fighters to wrestle at WrestleMania, especially not in the main event. It's been way more than a minute by
No.
now, has it not?
There's 8 more seconds.
There was 8 more. Oh my God.
Sit 4.
Amazing.
That was
2,
so uncomfortable.
1.
That was so uncomfortable that it didn't even feel like a minute had gone by.
We should do that every time. You were recording this? Perfect. We're putting it up on Spotify.
Yes.
It wouldn't be the worst. Hey,
Hey,
if we ever do another one of these live streams, it'll be June 10th.
what do you mean if we ever
If
do
we
it?
ever do.
That might have been the last one.
Pony's dying.
Yeah, if I survive. Anyway, June 10th, we're planning to do it then. Until then, follow us on Twitter at Soundrop. Follow us on Instagram at Soundrop Distro. Follow us right here on Twitch, wherever we are. YouTube is just youtube.com/Soundrop.
Yep.
Nice.
Perfect.
And then if you can find us on Facebook, go for it.
We're huge fans.
Yes.
Until next time, thanks
next
for
time.
being with us.